Okay, Happy New Year's, everyone. It's day 73. This is part three. And I'm kind of doing a retrospective today, going through all the videos, and there's 1,925 of them, and summarizing them, and going back over the last year and let's see, 435, 440 days now, and picking out kind of the high drama. This is the high drama moment, and this was day 300. For those who aren't familiar with the series, I mostly sat in my room doing videos until about day 84 when I talked to Cy Hirsch. He said go on the road. I didn't really go on the road until the Awan story broke at about day 120. I went to see all the folks who had been contributors, and then about day 180 I go to Washington, D.C., and I actually go to all the homes that are Imran Awan's homes. And I look on this last door that I knock on to this Marine, Andre Taggart, onto his doorstep there. And I send to Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller, I send his phone number saying, hey, this guy says there's Blackberries, printer, toner, a router, and these crushed hard drives that Imran Awan, with government markings, had at his house, Imran Awan being the ringleader of the spy ring in Congress. So I waited a long time. It was probably more than 20 days before I say this Marine's name, which was Andre Taggart. I had just called him the Marine. So I'd waited about a month, and I was getting frustrated at about day 200. And then at about day 300, I was told that another journalist, this night that this is filmed, the ringleader, Imran Awan, was indicted. This was after or arrested, arrested at Dulles Airport on June 25th. So it's fitting that we went to Dulles yesterday. And I was told that a major journalist, was going to do a hit piece on me because this night my subscriptions, which are still around 42,000, went to 54,000 because I'd done so much on the Awans. And then they immediately went back the next day down to 41,000. So sorry about the fan kicking in there, but anyway, so it seemed like with the shenanigans happening with all my subscriptions that maybe this hit piece was going to come out. There had been several hit pieces already. I'd already had a New York Times hit piece. I already had a CNN hit piece. The Washington Post kind of pseudo hit piece was about to come out a little bit later. So I had been told that Rolling Stone was planning a hit piece, and so you never know when a hit piece is going to come out, but you kind of try to get ahead of it before it hits. And here I'm calling out Luke Rosiak to say that this is exactly what happened. On day 180 or whatever it was, I sent this message to Luke Rosiak with this guy's phone number to give him the phone number. And really, I wouldn't change a word. Well, I would toward the end, but I mean, I would probably not change a word up until the minute 12 in this video. I was basically saying, look, if we don't say that there's a spy ring in Congress with government markings, nobody else is. It's up to us. We're kind of the last, line of defense here. If we don't say something, this story's going to die away. And Luke at that time had not really, he'd done a lot of articles, but it hadn't really been spy ring in Congress. It was more centered around some family malfeasance and some kind of family fight kind of a thing. And this really did break the story open. The hard drives came out, the details of the arrest came out at the arraignment, and it still really hasn't completely broken yet. And we're still trying to get the police reports that I speak about in this. But if you want to see high drama, watch this one from day 304.4 to get the high drama. And I'll play just a little bit. I know there's reverb, so it bugs people, but...
Okay, here we are. Beautiful Yonkers. I have been no stranger to saying exactly where I am, the exact corner that I am at, right? And if you think about it, the transparency here, all along the way in this series, I've said exactly where I was, and I've said exactly the information I've had, all along the way. I met Andre Taggart. The one time I didn't immediately publish, I waited a day, because I wanted to help Luke out. And I gave him that information that night, and I published 4 pages of text.
And so there was another YouTuber named H.A. Goodman who had said that I had made this encounter up, and basically, I think this is still up. I think that video may still be up. And so I was, this had been 100 days in, and I had to have Luke support what he had said. Now, if you look later on, Andre Taggart does a very long interview with Jason Goodman at Crowdsource the Truth and completely confirms everything I said. The only thing we're still arguing about is how many Blackberries there are. We still don't have those police reports, and that's why I've kept going. And that's why I've kept going with the lawsuits and so forth, to find out the truth, because the American people still need to know the truth. But if you want high drama, go to day 304.4.